It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, it is indeed. Welcome back to it, your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We are live, large, and in charge. It's a Monday morning, and look who joins us. It's none other than Derek Watts, ladies and gentlemen. Just once again, please.
Thank you.
This doesn't happen every day.
Famous financial consultant.
Right on the money, because we're talking bills. We've got them all. Some of them are fixed, some of them are non-negotiable costs like home loans and school fees, but others like data and electricity and subscriptions are a bit more, they're things that we can control, or, at least taper a little bit if we'd like to. So we've been discussing the increased cost of everything these last few weeks, and we're opening up the conversation with you at home and, of course, with the team here in studio, and it is such a privilege to be able to lean on some of your wisdom, Derek, because you...
I think you have to do a lot of leaning.
Well, I've got a couple of questions that I'd like to ask everyone at home and then to us as well, just to kind of discuss a little bit. And one being, besides the fixed costs like we were talking about, home loans and cars and school fees, what are some of the reoccurring bills that currently are on your table that you have to pay? Electricity, data, subscriptions, water, are they prepaid? How do you work around your monthly budget when you look at those more controllable things? Maybe you could give us some sage words of advice.
Would you like me to be honest?
Please.
100% honest.
Okay. So I'm married to Belinda, who used to work for NEDBANK when I married her. And she is the family's financier. And she picks up things that are just unbelievable because soon after we married, she found we were paying for 4 phones. We didn't never use any of them.
Oh, wow.
And so she's very good at picking up things that we're paying for, which we shouldn't be.
Yeah.
I would let ride for years. And, so she's very good at that. But the truth of it is, I'm not allowed to. I've never learned to do an EFT.
Oh.
So I don't know if this is the way that Belinda has of just controlling my expenditure, but so it could be like giving the financial responsibility to the more responsible member of the family. Yeah, I think that's exactly it. But as to tips that I can think of is, first of all, I go to the bank every month and collect bags full of money.
Oh, so you still work with cash?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I get bags of it.
No, I don't believe you. I don't believe
No,
you.
but it's for car guards.
You are the worst.
No, I do. Because, it's a terrible excuse when I see people pulling out of a park place. Sorry, got no change. Or, you feel like,
Fair enough.
somebody at a traffic light. So I've got my stash.
Yeah.
So I hope nobody knows that in that Fiat 500 there are a lot of 10 Rand notes.
Just don't give the number plate. But have you become more conscious of things like airtime and your data? Or are you on one of those kind of abundant packages that just you could download and stream everything? Or do you work consciously with that as well?
No. Look, I am conscious of spending. I really am.
Yeah.
Possibly on the verge of being tight.
Which is not a bad thing.
That's not a bad thing, but like at first, I used to always, when we went out for dinner, I wanted to be the guy who paid. So I've now got into this thing of splitting the bill.
Yes.
Which is quite a thing, when you go out, and you have just a coffee and a light meal. Splitting the bill for me is like, never used to do it, but I've now split the bill. So
fair enough.
There we go.
Fair enough. And people have to take responsibility.
Split the bill.
You're the one that had the Wagyu steak. Pay for it. Okay, last question then. What's one thing that you can think of doing to save more on your monthly bills? Do you think that there's something that you can do?
Well, you can go out less.
Okay.
You can... go and buy groceries and do some home cooking. You've seen my sort of omelette-making ability.
Yeah.
So there you go. You can do a lot at home.
Yeah.
No, seriously, eating out is expensive, and look, I don't want to do in the restaurants, but make it a special occasion.
Right.
And, so that's one thing that I do. I try not to just drive around aimlessly, try and sort of cut the fuel bill. because my little car chews fuel, although it's a Fiat 500.
Yeah. And I
There's
think
an Abarth, so it uses as much as a 4x4.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm not a spendthrift, yeah. Clothing, I go to shops that are having sales.
No, but that's how you have to
Terrible.
shop.
Brilliant.
That's how you have to be.
I've got my favourite little shop in Randburg, and you get brands there that are from overseas, and the prices are really good.
if you wait long enough, you'll catch a sale season.
It's big into sales.
Well done.
Yeah.
And well done to Belinda as well, just for keeping the
Well,
family-
Belinda, no,
making
she
sure there's
really-
only 2 phones that are actually in use.
Yes.
So, of course, we're talking, water, electricity, data, airtime. These are all costs that are part of life. So, where you can be more conscious and save a few bucks, put in a little bit of an effort to do so. Plus, if you use your NEDBANK American Express card to pay on the NEDBANK Money app you'll then qualify, or for your qualifying bills, rather, you can then earn cash back as well. And one small change like that could really make a big impact in your life.
Can make a huge impact. And if you have any other tips on how you've tried to make money better choices on your bills, then please share your comments with us online. We would love to get that conversation started and have and in fact share some of your words of wisdom on air this coming Friday.
Ooh.
So share away.
Looking forward to that indeed. I'm quite interested in this exercise of yours. We're going to pick up money at the bank.
James is on a long overdue holiday. All because he chose to invest in an electronic Optimum Plus account.
Yes. Seriously.
Be like James. Open a NEDBANK Electronic Optimum Plus account and get an effective interest rate of up to 12.4%.